Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going well. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm super excited. It's release week for Newton's Nook Designs, and we get to share the brand new May release for 2020. All week long, we're going to share lots of inspiration using some products that will be available in the shop on Friday, May 22nd. So I encourage you guys to check it out. There's a blog hop, and there's also a chance to win one of these stamp sets that I'm going to share with you today. So I'll leave the link down below in case you guys want to hop along and check all the projects out. So today I'm sharing 4 of the new items that will be coming soon to the shop. 2 of them are stamp sets, and then 2 of them are dies. We're going to start off with this stamp set. This is the Floral Roundabout stamp set. It is a beautiful floral image that's in a circular pattern, and then there's 5 sentiments in here. I colored it in to share with you what it looks like, colored in, and it's so pretty and so unique, and I think the sky's the limit when you have an image like this. I did create a card with this colored in image. It's over on my blog if you want to check it out, but I didn't create a tutorial for it, but I did explain how I created it over on my blog. With this stamp set, this is the Birthday Roundabout stamp set. It also has 5 sentiments. I'm going to create a card with this today. So this is my colored in image. I actually colored in 4 of these. I stamped my roundabout 4 times, colored them in. It's the same exact way for each of the stamped images. And I thought we'd make a unique card with this today. Now, to go with the roundabout stamp sets, there's 2 new die sets. This here is called the Circle Frame die set, and it coordinates with your roundabout stamps. So the largest here will cut out a scalloped edge around your circle image here. It does leave a little bit of a white border, and I love the look of that. But the second size here will actually cut out just the hair beyond the printed area. So your entire circle, once you cut it out, will be covered with the image. So this set is kind of made to coordinate. There's 6 dies in the set, 2 scallops. The next size here is a scalloped, and then there's 2 stitched circles here. And then there's also a little heart in the middle. The stitched circle that's on the printed image right now has stitch detail also. So a lot of stitching here, but I love stitches and I love scallops, and this set coordinates beautifully with the roundabout stamp sets. Okay, now there's plenty of sentiments in these sets. There's 5 in each one of them, and they're block letter. And to die cut these out, there's a new sentiment die set here. Now this set is called the Banner Die Trio, and there's 3 banners in here. There's an oval one with stitch detail. I want to die cut it out and show you what they look like. They fit all of the sentiments, long or short or perfect. They fit in there. And then there's also a banner one that will fit all of the sentiments. And then the third banner one is a little bit longer. You could leave it longer if you wanted, but there is also score lines on here. There's 2 score lines on the left and a right, and you fold them in, kind of zigzagging them to create a Z, and it creates a 3D banner. So that is super neat. Again, these brand new sets will be available on Friday if you guys want to check them out. And there's lots of inspiration with the products that I shared with you today over on the Newton's Nook Designs blog. So I encourage you guys to check it out. Okay, for my card today, like I said, I stamped and colored in with Copic markers 4 of these panels. And I'm going to cut them out with the largest circle die in the Circle Frames die set. So we're going to end up with 4 circle scalloped panels here. I want to do something a little bit different. Since this is just one image on the stamp set, there's going to be lots of inspiration, and I wanted to kind of spice it up and do something a bit different. So this is how I'm going to use this. I'm going to take this. You can see I use Copic marker, so there's stained ink on the back side. I'm going to fix that by die cutting out 2 more white circles with white cardstock. I'm folding them in half, and then just to find my center mark, I'm going to take my paper trimmer and trim down on that score line here. So I have a perfect scallop circle that's cut in half. And then each one of these halves I can cover on one side of my birthday image here. We're going to flip it over. I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm just lining up the scallop edge so it lines up. and it folds in half beautifully. Use my bone folder to reinforce that score line. And then on one of my white halves, I'm going to add glue, and then we'll add it behind here. This way you can't see it. We're going to stamp another sentiment on here, and you just want to make sure those scalloped edges line up, and they do line up beautifully. So half of it is white, the other half has that ink stain, and no worries, we're going to cover that up. I'm going to do this with all 4 of my panels, and once they're done and scored, we're going to stamp some sentiments in here. Since there's 5 sentiments, I thought we'd use all 5 of them today. We're going to use a yellowish orange ink and stamp our first one. This says It's Your Day. I'll take my second panel, and we're going to go ahead and stamp, this one says Make a Wish. And that was a little light of an ink. It was a pink ink, but in real life you could really tell. My next one, we're going to stamp Time to Celebrate, and we use some green ink. We'll just ink it up. Kind of chose inks that coordinated with my colorful background. And then finally, with some blue ink, we're going to stamp Hip Hip Hooray. Now all we have left is a sentiment that says Happy Birthday. But before we stamp that, I did trim down a panel with white cardstock that measures 4 inches by 4 inches. I'm going to go ahead and use some tape and tape down. I'm putting tape on my ink stained side of my circle. I'm going to line it up on the score line on the edge, just a little bit over from the edge. I want to be able to fold it over, but I'm going to tack it down to my square. I'm going to do the same thing to all sides of my square with each one of these circles. And I think it looks so neat. We're going to do the same thing to the last 2. Just kind of fold. I found it's easier holding it like a taco and sliding it in and then pressing down. That way it folds over easily. Okay, so there's my funny looking project so far. Now I'm going to take one of the scallop banners and we're going to stamp the word Happy Birthday on there. I thought we'd put this to good use. I like the stitch detail in there, and I thought we'd bring a little stitch detail on the inside. I want to share with you the back side of my card. This is what it looks like so far. Stamping Happy Birthday with my black ink. I'm going to flip it over and add adhesive behind here and place this on the inside of the square. And then off screen, I stamped my birthday roundabout one more time and colored in 2 of the gift bags and then 1 of the presents with my Copic markers. And then I fussy cut them out. I fussy cut them out to the line, but you don't have to. There was enough space in there that you didn't need to cut to the line if you didn't want to. But I'm going to add 3 of them just above the happy here and tack them down with my tape runner. And I think that looks so fun. Now, here's how I'm going to close it. I'm going to go just kind of like in a circular motion, and then I tuck that last one underneath the first one. And it creates a little pocket almost. If you want to put a gift in there or a necklace or earrings, you could do that too. But I think that is so cute. And I love that little white scalloped edge on there. And then when you open it up, you have a surprise little birthday message. I thought that's a neat way to use one of the birthday roundabout stamp sets. Super neat to do. And this would make a nice little envelope too. But yeah, you would just open it up. It pulls apart really easy. The scallops don't interfere with it. But that's my project for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.